today's edition of This Place Needs a Lot of Work, I've started working on the outside. So I'm getting the paint chipped. I'm at the sanding phase right now. I did this back in the fall. It's not bad, but the chickens picked the paint off. I don't know what I'm going to do about that. I have this other side ready to be washed. So that's when I'm finishing up sanding, and then I'm going to wash this down with bleach water. I've got some crap growing on the siding, so I'm going to wash that down too while I'm out. The real focus of this video is the floor inside. It's cement, it's cracked, and I'm going to redo it. The purpose of this video is to show you with this quick set cement, anyone can make these repairs. And then once I get the walls and the ceiling done, look, I have a floor project. There's a crack all the way down. There's big cracks, and you walk and step in them. I don't know what the hell lives in it, but we're gonna plug it up. To me, the hardest part of any project is getting the surface ready so you can do the thing you want to do. This porch had linoleum on it, and I pulled it up and then washed the floor, got up all the loose stuff, vacuumed, washed the floor, and now I'm almost ready to begin. Part of what happened to this porch is that the land around the house, literally right around the house, all around it, had been strip mined back in the 80s. And they made a mistake when they were strip mining and blew a hole in the roof of the house. They bombed nearby and rocks flew into the roof, and everything shifted. So the roof had been repaired, and these cracks just developed. Sometimes things settled in certain places it shifted. So it probably should be torn up, but that's not what we're going to do. I'm going to just patch it as best I can and put paint over it. And I have never ever done anything like this. Alright, my task this morning is to get this loose stuff out, even if I put it in there, and try to even up these sides without destroying the whole thing. You're supposed to loosen up and take off anything that's corroded already, like that piece there. Get all the chips off and clean it as much. And you're not supposed to have a wedge. So I don't know. Well, and that's the key. I don't know. But I can read and I can watch videos. So that's what I'm doing this morning. Following the instructions. I chunked it out. Tried to get it as straight as I could, as far as the sides, up and down. And then I filled it now with tiny rocks and then sand and bigger rocks to fill the spaces. And then tomorrow I'll stuff this repair mortar. There were some bottomless cracks here, and I filled them. I'm wondering now whether I should have. Oh, what's wrong with this thing? I'm just spraying it down to clean off the sides. Put my spray on. There we go. And I'm wondering if that sand is a mistake, but hopefully it's going to settle, and when I put the mortar in, I'm going to pack it as far down into those holes as I can. Alright, I think I have all my tools together. I notice I'm sort of procrastinating at getting started because I'm a little bit nervous about doing this. I'm also excited though. I've never worked with concrete, so I've got nitrate gloves on. I'm going to put a mask on. I've got a P95 mask. And a hat to keep all the concrete dust off me. So I figured out 1 pound of this 20-pound bag barrel would use 2.5 ounces of water according to their formula, but I have no idea what 1 pound looks like. So that's a little over a pound. That's how much it is when I put it in the tray. So that seems about right. And I have these water bottles. I have 16 ounces. I'm just going to use 2 ounces. And you have 15 minutes to work with it. But not to mix it. That's 15 minutes total. So you have to mix it a lot faster than I did this first time. I don't remember if you're supposed to add the water first or second. Added the water first, huh? That's not water. I'm gonna add more. Do have to mix it pretty fast, and I learned that it's best to get it mixed in the crack as fast as you can, and then you can work with it. Once it dries in that pan, you're just done. Okay, well, that wasn't good. I said spread it along the sides. Press it in. Because it's wet, you're hoping that the old porch will mold with the new cement in the pores, you know, and it'll create a bond. Crevice there, so that was 1 pound, and I only have a 20-pound. I don't even know if I can fill one of these cracks with that. I'll be going down to the hardware store today. Alright, so that's 2.5 ounces of water. My technique is probably not professional. After a few batches, I learned sort of how much water and how much powder and what the consistency should be. But I also just want to say, between batches, you have to clean everything. So there's some water intensity, and you have to take it out, clean everything, so that all the old mortar is off before you start making a new batch.
More like it. I just got it on my tripod. Alright, let's try it again, huh?
Sometimes it was easier just to dig in and use my hands. Incidentally, if you have arthritis or something, this is kind of a hand-intensive project, and I had trouble with my hands and had to take a rest. Well, and not just the hands, you're also bent over and on your knees. So for an older person, that's the hard part. The rest of this you'll figure out. So you just take your time. Some days I can only whip up a couple batches, and then I have to stop.
This is what I was able to do with that 20-pound piece box. But didn't do. I got plenty left. So I had to go get more, but I couldn't find that part. I had to go to a couple hardware stores and still couldn't. So I ended up with Quickrete fast setting cement. So we're switching to that. The place where the two join, I guess will be, I don't know if that'll be a problem later or not, but this is what I have. And I'm going to try to finish this corner tonight. Alright, it's day 3 of this project. It's like 1 o'clock. I haven't even started yet. That's what I got done yesterday. You can see there's still some gullies. I'll try to fill those. I wanted to get all this done last night, but I was just pooped. So that's today's goal. Day 4. We're getting there, getting there, getting there. So these got filled up. I moved the dresser over here and I cleaned out this area. Got the dryer moved. And this is the last of the cracks. Alright, I patched this up. Looks okay. And it's going to be sitting under the dryer anyway. So this is the last piece I have. And I'm just packing this in here. It's already hard. That's the last batch. You know, they show you in all these videos how you just throw it in those. Oh, it's not so easy. Have I even begun to fill that void? Maybe my aspiration should just be to get something in there. And push it back as far as I can, huh? I can actually see better with the camera. I got a little place there to go. A little place here to go. So I'm gonna have to mix up more. Thank you again for watching. We'll come back. I'll show you what I've done. In the meantime, the next week I'm going to go to a small town here close by called Renville, and we'll begin to explore some of the coal mining towns around here and the stories. That particular town, Renville, is very interesting. So again, thanks for watching. It's going to be a few more weeks, but I'm getting there.